Let's break down everything we know so far about the updated 5.5 to 5.8 banner roadmap, which is bringing some big changes, including Skirk's long-awaited debut and a dedicated support for her in 5.6. We've got tons of new info and changes about the upcoming versions, so let's dive into what we can expect. Starting with version 5.5, we already have a solid idea of the featured characters for the banners. Thanks to insider information and new details from HomDGCat, we know that Varesa, Xianyun, Xilonen, and Venti will be included. The only thing we don't know yet is the order of the phases, so you might have to wait until the livestream for the final confirmation. For Phase 1, I'm speculating that Varesa will be featured first, since Hoyoverse typically places new characters in the first phase of each patch. Alongside her, we're finally getting the long-awaited rerun of Xianyun, who specializes in buffing Plunge Attack damage. And guess what? Varesa is also a Plunge Attack character, so it makes perfect sense to pair them together. For Phase 2, we have Xilonen and Venti. Venti has been waiting for his rerun for 12 patches, making this a great opportunity for players who missed him the first time. As for Xilonen, Hoyoverse decided to give her an early rerun, so if you haven't pulled her yet, now's a great time, especially if you have MAVUIKA. That's all for the 5.55-star banners and reruns. Version 5.6 of Genshin Impact is shaping up to be an exciting update, bringing a new 5-star cryo polearm user from Fontaine, alongside a couple of new 4-stars and highly anticipated reruns. While her official name remains uncertain, leaks suggest she is called Aki or Effie, translated from Chinese. Her kit is rumored to include an off-field coordinated attack that applies cryo every 2.5 seconds, a team-wide healing burst that scales off ATK rather than HP, and a passive talent that reduces hydro and cryo resistance by 45% when paired with only those elements, making her an ideal support for freeze teams. With Skirk expected to arrive in 5.7, Akefi could be designed as her perfect teammate. In addition to Akefi, 2 new 4-star characters are rumored for May 6th. Dahlia from Mondstadt is expected to debut, though details on his abilities remain scarce. Aoife, a Natlan character, was previously rumored for 5.5, but he may have been pushed to 5.6 instead. As for reruns, Navia and Emily, 2 Fontaine characters who have yet to receive a second banner, are strong candidates. Navia, first introduced in 4.3, while Emily, who debuted in 4.8, is also still waiting. Alongside them, at least one Natlan character, either Kinich or Mualani, is expected to return, as Hoyoverse has already begun rerunning Natlan characters, starting with Xilonen in 5.5. With new characters and long overdue reruns, 5.6 is shaping up to be an exciting patch. More leaks should emerge soon, shedding further light on the update. Which characters are you most excited for? Here's where things get unfortunate. MAVUIKA is getting her first rerun in 5.7, and it just happens to be alongside Skirk, one of the most hyped characters in a long time. We've all been waiting for a new character in this patch, and it's finally confirmed. Skirk, the Master Swordswoman and Sensei of Tartaglia, is arriving in 5.7. Skirk is expected to be a cryo DPS, with rumors suggesting her kit will focus on normal attacks. She's shaping up to be one of the strongest DPS characters in Natlan, and possibly the strongest cryo DPS. Hoyoverse rarely makes cryo DPS units this powerful, but we finally got one. Now, let's talk reruns. Since we're still far from the patch, this is based on Genshin's usual patterns and my own speculation. For Natlan character reruns, I expect either Chaska, Mualani, Kinich, or Sitlali, depending on who gets a rerun in 5.6. As for other reruns, we might get a Fontaine character if Hoyoverse hasn't covered all their reruns before May 7th. Otherwise, an Inazuma rerun like Ito or Yoimiya is possible, though their reruns tend to be unpredictable. If an Inazuma rerun doesn't happen before Natlan ends, expect one in the next Chronicle Wish featuring Inazuma characters. That's all for 5.7 reruns and new characters. Now it's time to discuss the final patch of Natlan 5.8. It's not just the last patch of Natlan, it's also the summer patch. Just like 4.8 and 3.8, we should see a new, limited-time summer map. We always get a temporary summer map before a region ends. And, of course, we usually get reruns of characters related to the summer event. As for a new character, we don't have any solid info yet, but I think we could see one. Otherwise, it would be a pretty boring patch without a new character before the next region. Now, predicting reruns here is tricky, but I think Hoyoverse will definitely try to give all Natlan characters a rerun before the new region. We could also see Sumeru characters rerun in 5.8. Just like previous summer events, it might feature Alhatham's rerun, or even Wanderer's rerun in the summer event again. All of this is just speculation, and it's fun to discuss, but nothing is confirmed yet. What do you think about 5.8 and the summer event? Let me know in the comments. That's a wrap for today's video. I hope this video helped give you a clear overview of what to expect. As always, I'll keep you updated with more details as they emerge. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.